NY, what the deal? Your boy GeeQue and the Spizzot, as always, telling all the ladies to come freaking with the fellas. That's how it's going down.
Yeah.
To my left, got my homie Kertasy.
Kertasy, Playboy the Hood, man.
Playboy the Hood?
Playboy the Hood,
okay.
man.
How you feel?
I'm feeling good. I can't complain for nothing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm good.
All right. Where you repping?
Man, I'm repping right now Eastwick, New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey. I'm out there, man. Yeah, man. That's where I grew up from, man.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now, before we talk about, I know you got a lot of stuff popping right now.
Yeah.
Let's take them back when you first picked up a mic.
Right.
Bless me with that.
I mean, that was like when I was like 13 years old. I mean, it's like 13. Like I said, I was doing it before I even knew what I was doing.
Okay.
Like, it was just something I just naturally instinct, man. I'm just writing, listening to music, recording, you know what I mean? Like other people's songs and reciting them. So I was doing it before I even understood what I was doing, you know what I mean? So it ain't like I just started yesterday.
And who were some of the rappers that influenced you to do what you do?
I mean, I'm an 80s baby. So my old school rappers, when I really first started hearing rappers, was like Jay-Z when Reasonable Doubt came out. You know what I mean? Biggie, Ready to Die, and Pac was coming out. So those my old school rappers. You know what I mean? Like
different generation.
Yeah, different generation. I'm not gonna front here and stunt like, yeah, I was from the 70s, Sugar Hill's Gang. Like I didn't even know who Sugar Hill's Gang was like around that time when I was a kid. You feel me? By that time, that's when, like I said, Jay-Z and them was coming out, Nas and them. You know what I mean?
You actually got lucky. That was a great era. Like, I think if you would have been maybe just a little bit younger, you might have grown into some other music.
Probably.
So Jay, Nas, and Woo, you said?
Yeah,
Big?
man.
Nah, that's good. You good with that.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
That's the glory days right there.
For real, my first album was Ready to Die.
That's the first one you copped?
First album.
That's not a bad album.
Actually, my uncle copped it for me. He had just came from Haiti. You know what I mean? He had just came to the States. And he, you know, he was feeling grateful, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't seen me in a long time. I was, you know what I mean, his little nephew. And I'm like, he like, what you want? I'm like, yo, I want this album. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm just starting to get conscious, you know what I mean, know what rap was. I'm like, yo, buy me this Biggie. He bought it, and that was my first, like, that's when they was selling cassettes.
Oh, it's cassette.
You know, selling cassettes, man. So, Ready to Die was my very first album. Yeah. I mean,
it could only go downhill from there when your first album is big, Ready to Die, because can't really top that.
Yeah.
So you said that was your uncle, you said?
Yeah, my uncle. My uncle was the one who first bought me my first like rap album.
And you're from Haiti too?
Yeah, I'm from Haiti too. Yeah,
you were born here?
Actually, I was born in Haiti.
Okay.
And I came to the States when I was 2 years old, when I was just a little dude, you know what I mean?
So, I know you might not know this, I'm right on the light-skinned side, but we actually neighbors, man.
Oh, you Dominican?
Yeah, man. Half Dominican.
Wow, it's good,
that's
baby.
what it is. Real talk.
All right.
Everybody raps.
Cool.
And I'm not saying everybody, like, this is no exaggeration. Like, I've seen 60-year-old people rap. So what's going to set you apart from a game that's so saturated right now?
I mean, what set me apart, honestly, like, what my album's going to have. Because a lot of people right now, like I said, a lot of people been complaining. A lot of people been rushing their album, just putting joints. But we haven't been hearing stories lately, like you know what I mean, like, Big used to tell stories on, I mean, life after death. I mean, it don't have to be a story about your life, but it could be just a story, period. Like, you know what I mean? Slick Rick was telling stories, you know what I mean? Or when, you know what I mean, make sure you actually can visualize a person when he's telling a whole song. So it ain't like just putting words together, making it rhyme, making a hot song, whatever. So I'm gonna have context. I'm gonna really have some subjects on the album, you know what I mean? Not to be on some like, you know, I'm like, oh, strictly this type, but nah, y'all gonna feel me where I'm coming from, the whole swag and everything, but y'all gonna be able to listen to my album front to back, back to front. Versatile all day.
Let's talk about the first single. It's called Fresh to Death.
Fresh to Death.
Now, in your opinion, because people have different definitions of what that means, what's your definition of being fresh to death?
My definition of fresh to death is if you work, you getting money, you getting your whatever means on, you a hustler, and you know you staying on top of your game, you staying on top of your priorities. That's fresh to death. It don't get no fresher than that. You know what I mean? And fresh to death, you ain't got to have expensive clothes. It's one of the fly people. We in a trendy era right now. A lot of people is really trendy. You can hear something from a thrift shop store. You know being fly dude, you don't care what the name is. You gonna make it do what it do.
So it got nothing to do with clothes you rock. It's just your swag, your hustle, your grind.
Your whole aura around you is fresh to death.
That's a good answer. Because a lot of people would pertain that to material.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, fresh to death is not only
material. Be fresh to death without that.
Fresh to death, nah. You mean fresh to death is your whole swag, your whole aura, your whole lifestyle.
All right.
The rap game clogged up and I'm the new plumber. time to throw these garbage ass rappers in the dumpster. Flush them down the toilet where they belong in them sewers. Get you stinking up the rap game like horse shit manure. Therefore I maneuver around lanes. Obviously you can tell they fake. These astronaut rapping ass niggas taking space. They standing in my way and sorta looking like bait. So I'ma eat their ass up without saying grace. You can tell I'm starving, look how I lick the plate. You want the beef, then I'm always down to cook a steak. I'm on a paper chase, so for dessert it's only right that a nigga on his grind and go and get the cake. Stop, wait, this ain't done yet. Kertasy got the bank, so I'm taking in more bets. DBENT families on deck. Either you riding with us or you minding your own neck. Eastwick, Jefferson Park is where I rep. It might be the park, but to us it's the projects. Where them Haiti boys go harder than most sets. Witness the drug dealings going on in your front steps. Growing up, Haitian was hard in this country. So to get respect, we had to fight a couple of Yankees. That's why they call us crazy. Get locked up, government took the ship back to Haiti. That's why I keep a low pro, ducking the po-po. Try not to get my head gassed up like Sunoco. From getting all this cake, serving fiends that good blow. I'm trying to go down in history as my hoods pro, Kertasy.